WSTKS-FM Worldwide, digital collaborative learning for the 21st century. Hi everyone, it's Professor Schwartz yet again talking to all the world from right here in the WSTKS-FM Worldwide studios. Join me today for a look at 5 concrete steps you can take toward the creation of stronger self-evaluative reflections on your learning within not only my courses, but any high school, college, or university course where the instructor asks students to reflect on their learning. When you follow the advice presented in today's program, you set yourself up to succeed through the active cultivation of numerous 21st century employability skills as you and your student learning team examine course materials, create, and share new knowledge about them each week. Through that ongoing and democratic process of collaboration, your own learning and related coursework become more cohesive, efficient, and meaningful. Welcome back. Okay, I've got the usual mug of coffee, and my feline friend Onyx the cat and his sister Gunlaug are sprawled out on the floor nearby, so let's dive into today's program on 5 concrete steps you can take toward crafting stronger self-evaluative reflections on your learning in the course. The first step? Prioritize and make the time to prepare well in advance of your next class or student learning team meeting. Be ready to learn, in other words. What that means is you need to read, listen to, or, in the case of a film course, watch the materials suggested for a given week, plus examine closely one of the supplementary journal articles before your routine student learning team collaboration. Doing that will empower and enable you to discuss those same materials from a more informed perspective. You can find everything you need, in my case, to carry out and succeed with that in the various online course modules on D2L. Look, skimming a summary from Wikipedia or elsewhere online will not provide you with the in-depth knowledge necessary to do that, and it really only allows you to create a very general self-evaluative reflection, which is average at best. Neither will a last-minute approach to your coursework leave you time to think in depth about the materials assigned. A lax approach to the course and related poor work habits will not enable you to hit the ball out of the park with your reflection. Home runs require time, focus, hard work, and effort. In short, you are the person who can do that. WSTKS-FM Worldwide, digital collaborative learning for the 21st century. If you find this podcast helpful, be sure to hit like, share, and subscribe. Hello again, everyone. Let's talk now about the second step you can choose to take toward creating stronger self-evaluative reflections on your learning within this course. Ready? Here comes step 2. Take care to watch or read new material listed within each course module on D2L far enough ahead of time so that you are able to think more deeply about the information you absorb. How might you apply some of the key points you have read, viewed, or listened to within the course modules on D2L to a specific film, novel, or play for the week? Leaving things until the last minute is never a good practice. It's far more effective to plan ahead and organize yourself, schedule, and materials in such a way that you can get the work for a given week finished in enough time to mull things over and develop your ideas in clear detail before meeting with your team for collaborative discussion. That very forethought planning and organization, let's use the umbrella term self-regulation, goes a long way toward the creation of more compelling self-evaluative reflections based on your independent work and team collaboration. Thank you for joining me again, everyone. So far, we've looked at prioritizing your coursework and planning your related activities as the first 2 of 5 concrete steps you can take toward crafting stronger self-evaluative reflections on your learning in the course. And step 3? Be ready to engage with the material both in preparation for and during your student learning team meeting when you collaborate each week. What specific points do you want to bring up for deeper discussion with the members of your team, and why? How can you think about the material beyond a simple plot or content summary? How is that material relevant to real life in the 21st century? What road signs lead you in that direction? What specifically guides your thinking, in other words? Think creatively about this and discuss it with the members of your student learning team when you meet. Likewise, think hard about your responses to these questions as you move forward with your work for the course. It's probably also a sound idea to address at least a few of them in your upcoming self-evaluative reflections on your learning. It's just one more concrete step you can take toward creating more meaningful reflections that better demonstrate your learning specific to the materials and your related activities in the course. WSTKS-FM Worldwide, digital collaborative learning for the 21st century. If you find this podcast helpful, be sure to hit like, share, and subscribe. And we're back. Let's look now at a 4th concrete step you can take toward the creation of stronger self-evaluative reflections on your learning in the course. After your meeting with your student learning team, reflect on what you have examined specifically during your collaborative discussion and your own related key takeaway points. What big picture ideas do you have as a result? What smaller and related supporting points seem relevant to those main ideas? What lingering questions might you still have? And what do you still find confusing? Addressing questions like these is how you move away from very general, even vague ideas to a better developed, more specific, and more interesting reflection if we take off the rose-colored glasses for a moment and look at our work from a clearer perspective. By the same token, how and where can you find answers to fill in any gaps in your knowledge? How can you create a self-evaluative reflection that does more than simply provide a vague summary of content or a simple process description? What concrete steps might you take to achieve those aims? Answering questions like these will also help you craft more solid self-evaluative reflections. As you might gather by this point, asking yourself questions is a vital part of reflective learning. While we're at it, let's also consider the 5th step you can take toward the creation of stronger, more meaningful self-evaluative reflections on your coursework. Ask yourself and respond to several additional and related questions as you put the final touches on your reflection before saving and submitting it. What can you do differently next time when it comes to your independent and collaborative work? How can you take better charge of your own learning and avoid previous mistakes? How might you plan, organize, and carry out your independent and collaborative learning more effectively beforehand to make your learning about specific course materials more specific and meaningful as a result? Okay, everyone, that will almost do it for today's program. But before we wrap up everything, here's a final bonus step you can take toward developing and refining stronger self-evaluative reflections on your learning specific to the materials covered by this course. Ready? It might also be extremely helpful to meet with a tutor in your institution's writing center. At MSU, that's in Bessie Hall 300. Here, you can learn additional strategies for developing and sharing your ideas more fully via multimodal reflections like the 10 that students are asked to craft for my courses. Too busy to do that, you think? Well, hold on a moment before you close your mind to what I suggest. Of course, everyone is equally busy with numerous commitments each semester. And that's something that doesn't go away after graduation. We're all pulled in too many directions at once these days. It's a hallmark of adult life. But when you prioritize your coursework and leave yourself enough time to prepare beforehand for routine collaborative discussion each week with your student learning team, you become better able to develop well-formulated ideas around course materials. In turn, that goes a long way toward helping you create clearer, more specifically detailed, and compelling reflections based on that teamwork. Your learning will, as a result, become defined more clearly and more meaningful as a result, whether you craft a traditional essay, sketch note, blog post, or podcast episode. Using a free tool like the trained experts in the Writing Center makes good sense. Well, time certainly flies when you're having fun, and here we are at the end of yet another program. Tune in next time for more helpful tips, tricks, and advice based on my 25-plus years of teaching and working with thousands of undergraduates at 3 Big Ten universities across the upper Midwest of the United States. In the meantime, thank you for joining me again. I'll see you in class, online, or during Zoom office hours if you drop by with a question. Stay healthy, have a safe and a productive week in the meantime. With special regards from Onyx, the cat what am, and today his sister. So long, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now, or as they say in Norway, ha det bra og vi ses. You've just heard a podcast from WSTKS-FM Worldwide, digital collaborative learning for the 21st century.